And a good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the channel once again. Today is Wednesday, April the 23rd, 2025. And I'm at the corner of Front Street here, right in front of the Union Station. Right over here. All right. And today it is Walk-in Wednesday, and this is episode number 18. So I must apologize for last week. It's supposed to be episode number 17, but I kept saying 16. So today's walk, I walk in north on University. I'm going past Queen's Park and up to Bloor Street, where it turns into Queen's Park. Alright, so to take a look at the crowd here, as the crowd is, I'm guessing, on lunch right now. At this time, the time right now, it is 1:44 p.m. Okay. So, gonna cross the street over here. To take a look at the Royal York Hotel right over here. So look at downtown Toronto. So let's begin this walk of University, episode number 12 on Walk-in Wednesday, folks. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos. All right. So stay tuned and let's do this. All right. So see the CN Tower right in the distance, right over there. Okay. Got some Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg playing in the background. Right over there we have Jack Astor's. All right. And University Avenue is also known as Hospital Row. So you're gonna see quite a few hospitals. And also gonna pass the financial district as well. We have Beer Town right across over there. And this is University and Wellington. So that way is going westbound, and you have the eastbound going that way. So, last night, the Maple Leafs take a 2-0 series lead against the Ottawa Senators. Max Domi with the overtime winner, giving the Leafs the 3-2 win. So Leaf fans, Leaf Nations, how are you feeling? As the Leafs are now up 2-0, 2 more to go. First game on Sunday, Leafs winning 6-2. And all the chat after the first game, the Sens fans were talking Sens versus the refs. Sens outshot the Leafs on 5-on-5, yada yada yada. But seeing how the Senators took quite a few dumb penalties, and some of the other penalties weren't necessary, I would say, because I did watch the game. Could have gone either way. But you can't be taking so much penalties and don't expect not to get caught on to it, right? So the Leafs capitalized on their penalty on the power play when they got their opportunities. And then in the second game, the Senators kind of cleaned up their mess. They got 3 penalties to the Leafs only 1. And Ottawa only scored on 1 of their power plays. All right. And the Leafs power play, they got their 1 chance and they scored. So I don't want to hear any excuses from Senator fans saying, oh, it's the Sens versus the refs, this and that. Check the stats. I mean, the Leafs out blocking shots. They're doing everything what they're supposed to be doing so far this series. And especially the first game, you see the core 4 come out. Mitch Marner with that breakaway goal in game 1. We have Nylander scoring on a nice shot during the power play. John Tavares now has 2 goals in this series. Morgan Riley has 2 goals as a defense. Oliver Ekman-Larsson as well. I mean, everyone is contributing so far. Matthews has, I believe, 3 points in this series in the first 2 games. So this Battle of Ontario so far, it's gone one side for the Leafs, and let's hope it continues down the stretch. Now game 3 will be Thursday, April the 26th in Ottawa. You expect the Ottawa Senators to make some adjustments, which they made a lot of adjustments in game 2. Brady Tkachuk get his first goal, and the rough stuff. I mean, the rough stuff, you gotta if anyone remembers from the 2000 series, from 2000 up to 2004, when these 2 teams played in the Battle of Ontario, a lot of rough, tough, gritty, hard fought series between these two teams. And we see continue here in 2025. So the Leafs are doing what they're supposed to be doing, as I said earlier. Ottawa's doing what they need to be doing, but the goaltending, Linus Allmark, right now, he needs to step up his game if he wants to be better and for Ottawa to try to even get past the Leafs. The numbers don't lie. Linus Allmark, during the playoffs, he's just a different person. Regular season, he looks good. All right? When it comes to playoffs, he disappears. All right, so here it is Queen Street West. All right. Right over there we have City Hall, Nathan Phillips Square. As you see the Ontario line right behind these walls here, or the fence I should say.
They share.
So Linus, whatever you want to call him, Allmark, he's got to step up his game. Now, do the Ottawa Senators make a goalie change? I don't think so for Game 3. If the Leafs win Game 3, and it would depend on the score as well. If it's a close game and the Leafs win, Ottawa will stick with Allmark. If the score is a high scoring game and the Leafs win by 4 or 5 goals on Thursday, then there might be a goalie change for Game 4. Take a look at the background of the city. And how about Anthony Stolarz in his first career playoff series? He's been excellent so far. Now, there's been a couple of bad bounces, especially in that first game. I believe the first game should have ended 6-1 or 6-0. There was one goal where he should have had, but wasn't able to hold on to the puck. Well, overall, he's been very good this series. And also coming into this series, the Leafs have now won 7 straight games. So 5 to end the regular season and the 2 so far. All right, so let's see, we got some action going on here. There are some sirens, ambulance. All right, there. All right, gonna cross the street here.
That's tiring in itself.
And also, I don't know if I mentioned this, but it's the first time in 22 years that the Maple Leafs have taken a 2-0 series lead. And I was doing some research or stats numbers. So Max Domi got the overtime winner goal. He wears number 11, and he was assisted by Simone Benoit, who wears number 2. So when you do 11 times 2, that equals 22. Last year, on the same day, April 22nd, 2024, the Leafs beat the Bruins also in game 2. 3-2. So what a coincidence that the game ended 3-2 last year and this year as well, and the Leafs winning those both games. Firehouse Subs right over there. All right, this is Elm Street. We have the Ted Rogers Center for Heart Research right over there. And right here is the Sick Kids Hospital. And across the street we have Toronto Rehab University Center, Fred A. Litwin Outpatient Center right over there. A nice lovely day today. Sun is out again just like yesterday. Temperature now it is 15 degrees currently. And right across over there is Mount Sinai Hospital, the hospital where I was born back in January of 1981. And this is Gerard Street West, and this is where Gerard Street was. I believe it starts or ends, I'm not sure. And right over here we have the Toronto General Hospital. So as I said, we do have few hospitals here along University Avenue. And also, forgot to mention, I did pass the courthouse. So I'll have to apologize for that.
Adele. You guys have it.
And we have Queen's Park Station right here. And coming up to College Street. So we're walking up to Bloor Street. So now we have passed University. So now this is known as Queen's Park. And Queen's Park Circle. And there is the building where the Premier does his work, Premier Doug Ford. Oh man, wind is picking up. Let's take a look another back. Sorry, let's take another look down where University ends, right over there. So continuing north up to Bloor Street. Also, we will have the University of Toronto campus, which is somewhere down that way. Other known as UFT. Right over there, where that castle looking building is. Zoom in over there. So you have a old big canyon. There's two of them.
Consuming other, you might be consuming the exact same amount, but the going outside more is, yeah.
And this is Wesley Street.
Yeah. So then.
Jesuits, so they make more.
Toronto School of Theology. Right here. This is St. Joseph Street. Right over here. And we have University of St. Michael's College. More action. All right. And speaking of action, look like we have something going on over there. Productions. Filming. Not sure for what. Maybe a show or a movie. All right, we have Emmanuel College right here. And here's the entrance close to the museum station. And I look across the street, you have the Royal Ontario Museum. And here is the Gardner Museum right over here. So Queens Park ends here and Avenue Road continues up north that way. Here we are at Bloor Street. All right. So thank you all for watching. I'd like to thank you for watching this Walk-In Wednesday episode number 18. Try to remind myself that it's not 16. 16 was 2 weeks ago. Last week was 17. So if you're new, please hit that like button, comment and subscribe for more walk-in videos. And as always, stay safe. All right, and have a wonderful day, everyone. And go Leafs, go! See y'all later.